For that makes sense. Yeah. So Lulu Evelyn bans on the TBD side. So, it hasn't been a long day yet, but Kegwin's prepping for one. So he just wanted to screw up early so that later on he's got no excuse. Shyvana, the final ban, Sivir out for COG for their third.
All right, so we might see some Lucian play this game. Yep.
Hey, we
Hey,
might.
I'm not even in the game.
TBD and COG both through. One of the teams going to go 4-1. One of them going to go 3-2. So there'll be two teams walking Zed at 4-1. A bit of a rough one.
Yeah,
On that last one. They had a slow start, but they managed to pull it on there in the last 15 minutes or so of the 24-minute game.
And so right now, TWC's top of the standings 4-1. Both of these teams are 3-1, and it's really going to be who's going to join TWZ at the top. Granted, there's no seeding, and you get picked off by the relegated teams, Curse, Velocity, and Coast, and they get to pick. So this is really about flexing your muscles and who's going to be scarier and who's going to be left to be picked up against Velocity.
They sit on to Shaco, or Shaco if you're that guy. Don't be that guy.
No, I believe it. I believe it is Shaco, though.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
No, it is. It's not needly either. It's Nidalee. He's the only one guy on the planet, and I respect him, and he's beautiful. But it's not Nidalee.
So Cris gonna have the Rengar locked in. Olaf to join him in the whole hairy, beastly roar category.
Now that's what you do. It's a mane or it's a beard. Either way, technically facial hair.
I don't know. Olaf's got some body hair. He's putting Rengar in a competition, and he's giving him a run for his money. Let's see. We've got Lee Sin and Vayne.
Yeah, Lee Sin and Vayne.
Swapping it over to Thresh. It's quite possible. Bubbadub. The thing about Bubbadub is he's really a Zyra Thresh player. His Annie's good as well. He's not very good with Sona, from what I've been hearing, which is funny because Sona fell out of play drastically in 3.14. We see her every now and then, just little smidgens of her, but it's really those offensive playmaking supports that are really what it's all about. And yeah, they're going to give him Thresh. So we saw him earlier in the tournament. Fantastic play on Thresh.
Indeed so. Lee Sin, Thresh, Lucian so far for TBD. Jinx look. That overly attached Jinx.
Yeah.
Gonna get locked up there. Annie as well. Has anybody put the overly attached girlfriend face onto the Jinx picture yet?
Yeah, we got a tweet.
We did, yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I was your ADC, I'd never let you go.
Yeah. And who would want to? Really, she seems, sometimes a little manic, but manageable. I mean, especially if you don't care about Piltover and its status as to being on fire or not.
So
Still two picks left for TBD.
I'm looking at the Jinx Annie lane against Thresh Lucian. That's pretty much standard 3.14 right now. But of course, if Jinx gets hooked, it's going to be that whole counter engagement thing. We're going to have Thresh walk straight up to her, flare, box, no escape mechanism for that. Annie's probably going to be like, okay, I got to cut my losses, got to lock up their ADC, and it'll basically be both supports on the enemy ADCs. And then they'll just try to kite backwards.
That's nice to see because, you play a lot of support, and almost always your immediate reaction is, I have to stop the person who's now actively doing work on the AD carry. It's one of those things you got to really put yourself out of that and go, no. The damage is going to come from Lucian. I got to get over there, stop him.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Okay, so they're just trolling us right now. There's Gragas being locked in.
Top lane Teemo's fully legit.
No. Well, why would they do that?
For Teemo.
It would be a mid lane.
Nashore's tooth. Or Nashore's tooth, if I'm supposed to say it that way.
It would be a mid lane.
I was mocked on Twitter.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just openly mocked. I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
Mocked.
All right.
Can't be having that. Vi and Gragas the picks for TBD. They got 20 seconds left. So no rush in the Teemo pick. They got to make sure they got the mastery set up because Teemo, very particular champion. It's going to happen. Maybe last second switch to Heimer. Oh, Ziggs.
Heimer is enabled. Yeah, it's going to be a Ziggs. All right.
We're going to see that mid lane Heimerdinger come back.
Yeah, nobody played it yet.
Turrets, sieging turrets. That's the stuff.
Heard you like turrets.
Yep. Drop them on there. Plus that ult in combination with the missiles is upsetting to watch happen.
Yeah, if you land all of them.
Yeah, the first time I got hit by it, I was like, what even just happened to my life? Because it was gone.
Literally in the game.
Everybody locked. TBD going to be taking Lee Sin, Vi, Gragas, Lucian, and Thresh on out to the field. Cognitive in the last game of the day. Going to be taking Ringar, Olaf, Ziggs, Jinx, and Annie out. It's all pride on the line now. Going to give the Skid War over to TBD in this one, I think, as TBD faces off against COG. Final game of the day. Final game of the tournament. As we've got our three that are moving along. Again, this one, apparently for Twinkies there, is RobertxLee putting a challenge up.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
and
Summoner's Rift.
might be for a gym membership too.
Yeah, that'd be
Chat
pretty
that
neat.
they're
That's
talking
good. Gym memberships can be very expensive. I got in on a deal at 24 Hour Fitness. I paid up front for a year and some extra stuff, and I get every following year for $75 a year. So
Oh, wow.
I'm locked in for $75
So
a year.
that they can't change it on you, even if they
Nope.
change their rates.
Can't change it. Grandfathered in.
30
Nice.
seconds
And there's no rules like you have to show, you have to come in at least, etc. or whatever.
Yeah.
Just go wherever I want. But why wouldn't you go swimming? Have a nice little time.
24 hour too, right? Is it actually 24 hour? Because I've seen some 24 hour fitnesses that
You would hope.
close.
You'd hope, right?
I've seen some that close. Yes.
But do they have a thing after them? Because they've got like 24-hour fitness sport, and they've got like little tinier ones that.
It's by my university.
That's unacceptable. That's like
Like,
when
it's
I
like-
found out that not every IHOP was 24 hours. I was offended.
Minions have spawned.
Exactly. All right, so this,
Close an IHOP. I'll just go to Denny's.
yeah, lose the business. It looks like Bubbadub, starting with no gold generation item, going straight for wards, bringing a pink into the lane as well. Wants that vision denial, and they might go for an invade here. TBD, 3-man strong in the bottom lane.
Ooh, if they just wait it out. They wait it out. They might be able to go right now. Go right now. They're going right now.
Well, they're gonna get
Jinx gonna run
Jinx.
into trouble. Jinx gonna go on the run. Gonna be okay. Nothing here. Get some distance. Oh, that was close. Oh, that could have been fun. So, nothing here. Gonna get clear. They're gonna move it up towards blue buff. Zamphira coming over to try to keep things safe. Hook gonna land on a nothing here. And a long way to run to get out of this one. Gets the flash over the wall. Ignite's still burning, and they're gonna follow it through. Zamphira, not that scary. And obviously, they can just turn on Zamphira at any old moment. Double stun gonna come out there. Zaineking with a nice W through the wall. The lock up two and a bait the chase. Nothing here. Going to be very late to lane though.
And while all that was happening, Arthelon picked up his own blue, so he's gonna have that advantage in the mid lane, rolling barrels over and over and over again. And he had Westrice help him, so they both got a little early level 2 coming out here for them.
We get that level 2. Zamphira getting the lane a little bit late as well, but he'll come in with a verve to start things up. Still a very long walk for nothing here, and they're going to freeze the lane. Hope that he misses out on as much as possible. Westrice on to Cris. He'll hop it on back. Westrice, beautiful Akali player. I mean, that was a tense game right there. I got to say, just watching it for TBD, very important games in these first two of the days. Ziploc, down he goes. First blood to Arthelon. Zamphira comes on over. And that's a big delay right there for COG, as they're going to be slowed down a big way in the jungle. Nothing here, getting chased down. Hops forward, needs one more, gets it. RobertxLee, second of the game now, out to a 1K gold lead in the blink of an eye. 3:20 off the clock. 2 kills in the bank for TBD.
TBD's been doing fantastic. Arthelon actually gets a refresh on his blue from killing Ziploc. So that's going to be even more pressure in the mid lane for an even longer duration.
Just a rough start here for COG. We've seen people come back from worse. Obviously, in this case, very early lead out. But it's doing a lot of lane denial in the bottom lane and a ton of jungle denial for Ziploc, who's now just getting back out there. Arthelon is going to keep the harass moving. Lee Sin coming down. It's going to be a 2v2. Cris going to have to stay up top for the time being. He can swing down. RobertxLee going to run a little low. Obviously, this is something very capable of answering back on the COG side. Got a 10 CS lead up, down, bottom, and Bubbadub still playing the front. Roberto a little low, though, so they can't get him too close to this one.
Yeah, and TBD, they're playing very early game right now. They're playing with those levels. So as soon as they got a level advantage, they would push it. They're like, level 2 comes out, I'm going to push this. Level 3 comes out for Arthelon. He's like, I'm going to invade on a jungler who could only possibly be level 2 right now. Because you get level 3 after you do your red, and you get an extra camp. Cramp? What? And all that walking around the jungle.
If you don't
Sometimes.
stretch stuff. Yeah.
Whew. Just mess you up.
Q gonna come out from Westrice just for farming it up. He'll hop back, but gets caught up in the stun. Now slowed down as Ziploc comes in. He's got the red buff, but he's gonna miss the axe as Westrice flashes a juke out. And just gets back to farming. Westrice still in pretty good shape here, so Ziploc just gonna have to take a powder. And Cris gonna have to hope for the best. Up top, the farming dead even though. 22 to 22. Ziploc takes another turn at it and wastes some precious time there. Thought Westrice might come out a little bit farther. But man, Ziploc, slow start in the jungle here. And we'll see if it leads to any problems later on.
Well, he started with the Doran's Blade, so he has those extra stats, but he did end up dying. So he is having an extremely slow start here. He brought the sweeping lens in, so he's looking for some ganks, but most of these lanes aren't pushed up right now. If we look at all the lanes, they're either even or pushed into TBD's towers. So he's going to have to farm for a little bit and look for them to become aggressive before he can get something.
Still a 1K gold lead for TBD. And again, it's been such a rough time closing the games out. It really changes the way I'm looking at the early game as far as commentary goes, even because you start to see leads poke out. You see some good picks, and you think, man, they should be able to capitalize on that. But as long as they can run the long game, they'll be in good shape. We did see earlier, 2 games back, a really strong push in. Nothing here going to get locked up. He's got no way out of this one. RobertxLee going to get his second of the game, second death onto Jinx, and the CS lead now out to 20. Shutting down Nothing Here early and often could lead to some really big problems later on for COG. The team fight looks like it's got a lot of strength to it. They've got a lot of wave clear, so they might be able to buy time for Nothing Here in the later part of the game, but right now he's in bad shape.
So Arthelon in mid lane, taking a little bit of poke there. Ziploc once again showing his face. He's going to soak up a tiny bit of experience. Delay Zamphira's level 6. Now Arthelon's got 6, and he's primed to go. He's going to start zoning him out because he has that pressure. And TBD is really showing that they know these level advantages. They know those power spikes, level 2, level 3, level 6, and they're just pushing it.
Right now, bottom out are going to fall. No, don't quite have time. Then you're still pegging it. Gonna stay. Let's see how much we got left on there. 18 health left on bottom outer. So close. Stiff breeze will knock that over right now. Luckily, there is no such thing as weather. Summer's real.
Yeah, and hopefully it doesn't. Well, sometimes they give it seasonal weather. I don't know.
But not active weather. Just snow has fallen. If a flake lighted onto the top of the turret there, that would pretty much be the end of it. They're just going to chase it past. There we go.
Doesn't give them a false sense of security.
Pull back onto Nothing Here. Gonna miss the hook. Brokenshard forward. Chomps there onto Roberto. Nothing Here will get out, but very nearly gives up a third as he's still level 4. RobertxLee on lane level 5 now. Might be able to make 6 before Nothing Here can get back, but gets some friends in the area. Won't have to go home just yet as they're going to contest the blue buff. Brokenshard pretty much by himself. They're going to come around from the side here. Nothing Here in trouble. Straight out of the gate. Gets the barrier down. Gonna buy some time with the Mega Inferno Bomb. RobertxLee to the front. Arthelon down. Captain Ziploc trying to finish off. Lucian can't do it. And that's gonna be a 3 for none grab. Zamphira on the run. Arthelon just needs the cooldowns. Flash forward. There's nowhere for him to go. He's gonna get the minefield in. Bubbadub here to make sure he can't get away. Auto attack from Arthelon. Finishes the job. And that's gonna be 4 for none right there as it goes to 7-0. Perfect game.
Don't. You jinxed it. You jinxed it. Wombat, please.
It's going to happen one day.
Is this a Wombat
4,500 gold
tribute
to lose.
I don't know. If it ends up like that, it would be the best ending of a
It
tournament
would
ever.
be
for
the
you.
absolute. It's the only thing we need now. After that last game. Even a shutout. Not even, it doesn't need to be a perfect game. Just a shutout is fine. Okay with that. I'm going to run him away. In case you guys aren't aware. Perfect game is absolute control of every objective. No kills, no turrets to the other team. No dragons, no barons. Very hard thing to pull away the perfect game. A shutout, just no turrets, no kills. They can get their gold elsewhere, but you can't be giving your lives over. You can't be giving them your turrets. That's what I root for. So Zyrene's dead again as Arthelon working things in mid lane. The CS numbers right now, however, going to belong to Zamphira, who's sitting 60 over the 55 on Arthelon. But Arthelon got a couple of kills in the bank, so not too shabby there. In comes the bump on the Captain Ziploc. He's going to pop the Ragnarok. Can't get away, though, as Westrice will lock that one down. Satchel charge too little too late from Zamphira. Can't save him. 8-0 goes the kill count. They've got a turret up as well. That's 4.3k, the gold lead right now. Nothing here, working down Gruul for little white. It's nothing but trouble. A lot of health on him, and they're going to go on the other side here. Started up on Cris. Cris going to try to get out. Westrice lands a few. Brokenshard tanking out as long as he can. Got plenty of time for it, too. He'll get away.
I'm just holding them there. Did a fantastic job, and now they're going to get this top turret. You might get your game. You might.
It's going to happen. Don't. Zamphira pushing. Bubbadub the only one here with Zaineking in. Gets the lane cleared out and forces him to put the explosive minefield in a bit of an awkward position, so the minions will make it out to center lane.
It's so hard to have a perfect game, though, because a lot of people at this level will sacrifice themselves for a turret dive or will try to go ham so that their team can pick up an objective.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why you got the shutout.
But the items are definitely in favor of TBD right now. BF sword on Robert over nothinghere, an entire BF sword. And it's a huge amount of gold there. And the fact that he's almost got double his CS, it is not looking good for COG right now. Granted, they can always come back from something like this, 5.5k. We've seen even bigger comebacks just this weekend. But
yeah, 15,000 gold lead at one point, I think. Tossed down the drain. It's been a sad weekend on the comeback trip. COG, actually, themselves, the perpetrators of one of the bigger comebacks of the weekend, down just about 1 billion gold, and still were down 2,000 when they finished off the enemy Nexus against VVV yesterday.
Oh, Westrice?
On to Cris. Just going to clear the lane away. Can't get too much damage put down, so he'll take what he can get. Does have the T-mats done.
Be able to wave clear.
Upsetting laugh.
The Ziggs laugh, yeah. Man, I don't know how much will be able to siege up in the late game because of the Ziggs. And
Westrice going to ult Cris away, gets the Q down, and now he's got to run. Mega Inferno Bomb going to come up, flashes out of it, and Zamphira there, too late. He's going to catch a Q. He's still hungry for it. Gragas is on the way. Don't think they've got the positioning, though. Just not enough room in the lane. Right now, Dragon going over to TBD.
This is really how TBD operates, is Westrice. He's not usually a tanky, sit-back type of top laner. I said this before, I believe, yesterday, where he plays the Akali, the Lee Sin, the Riven, these very aggressive all-in champions. And here comes Arthelon.
Zamphira pulled to the front, and RobertxLee gonna grab that kill with no problem. Arthelon now trying to get away. He's gonna body slam through. Don't give it to him. Don't you do it. Can he get away? Nope, can't do it. Captain Ziploc gonna ruin my life. Gets the kill, though, and they'll answer one back. 11-1. Brokenshard in trouble now. Nothinghere gonna grab one. 11-2 goes the kill counter. Still up over 21,000, 21,500 gold. Very, very solid lead right now. Gonna push it up to about 7k as Westrice. Split pushing up top. The perfect game and the shutout are gone, but still a very strong lead for TBD. Gonna still be a hard one to answer back from. They put some money into some good spots, but will it be enough?
Crushed dreams, broken hearts.
Especially with 57 CS on nothinghere. Roberto up at 97 now, and he's 403. That's an 80 carry that is in just fantastic early game shape here. 13 minutes and 20 seconds in. He's going to be hard to deal with as part of any team fight, not to mention the 2-1-3. 77 CS Arthelon, 200 Westrice sitting 118 CS. Look at that CS up top. He's got that wave clear and then some with the Tiamat and all those skills.
Yeah, he's just going to continue to push over and over again. And Westrice, his builds are typically something along those lines.
Oh, just a little. Was the flash? Actually, no, it wasn't the flash. Arthelon getting a little, just a misplacement there. Yeah, it was the Arthelon flash. Everything happened so fast. I was so scared. Brokenshard and Cris going to try it on. Cris thinking, maybe I could get him. Zaineking coming up. He's going to have a little bit of help. Ziploc on the other side. Brokenshard may give over his second of the game. Thought he could get out over that wall. Couldn't do it. Didn't have the vision coverage to vet the area. Mid-outer going to fall. Fourth tower of the game now in favor of TBD. Brokenshard is given over 2, but it has not slowed the TBD charge. Right now, COG going to watch Ziploc fall to Westrice. Westrice too far out front here. He's got a lantern. If he can just walk to it, just touch it, he gets it.
Cool. Cris was standing right on top of it, trying to prevent that.
It immediately hops back over to Cris to get away from Zamphira and can't get away. Super happy Sunshine Rock. Arthelon knocked back. Gets out another lantern from Bubbadub, who is angling right now for support of the year. Bottom inner picked up in the meantime by RobertxLee to make sure that everybody got a little bit of gold. So a bit of a gain for COG there, but not entirely. Maybe a net loss overall, but still not entirely awful for TBD.
Yeah, we talked about it last time we saw Bubbadub, that his thresh play isn't so much in your face. It's more of a I'm in the back, throwing out the hooks, and he doesn't even usually take the hooks unless he's planting a box. But he will stay in the back, he'll give you lanterns out, and it's just fantastic.
And he flays at extremely long range. You're always catching people at the far edge of that flay. Not one of those stand on top of you, flay them into my body kind of a situation. Arthelon gonna get knocked to the side. Another lantern by Bubbadub. Just great with the escapes there. Westrice down on the Captain Ziploc. Look at that heads-up play. Box going to come down. He Ragnaroks to try to get out of it. Westrice still in here doing damage. RobertxLee comes in. Zamphira going to need to go on a big run here. He's got a flash. He can get out over the wall. It's not going to happen. RobertxLee grabs one more. It's Brokenshard. Drops the ult to give him time.
Wow, and the way that they aggroed Baron there, just do a little bit of extra damage to Zamphira, then they threw the ultimates on him to take him out. It's a lot of ultimates blown from one person.
500 gold at 16 minutes. And this is not a ham game here. This is TBD going full force. They have gotten every pick they've looked for.
No Teemo on the field.
No Teemo on the field. I think a letdown, but I can just hear the bitterness. I can feel it flowing through across the internet.
I'm actually, it's a sigh of relief, but there isn't one.
I just meant anytime you mention Teemo.
Oh, and Teemo, yeah.
The name comes out a little bit differently than the rest of your words. Teemo. Westrice gonna get slowed. And they'll go on the chase. He gets stunned up. Chomper's there. Hey, Minion's just in time for the safeguard. Ziploc is about to make some new friends. And they play a little bit rougher than he'd like. Gonna buy him some time though. Zaineking with a big tip stun. Bubbadub gets out. Somebody gonna get out there. They go 3 for none. I was looking for the red nameplate to slide across. Brokenshard in. Zamphira can't get over the wall. That was the most awkward shot I've ever seen. He landed almost in the middle. No! What?
He was
Baron?
killed by Baron.
Baron. Oh no. Baron lol question mark? Yeah, that's definitely worth some confusion there. Bubbadub.
Yeah,
Oh, he had
Bubbadub.
such a beautiful game going. It's 2-0-13. But Baron is a cool mystery. Nothing he can do. Westrice trying to walk away from all this slowdown. He's going to safeguard out. Nothing here. Going to get caught up by Brokenshards. Roberto. God, that damage output. He's 704, 141 CS. On par with Westrice, too, man. That is a lot of farming he's been doing. Westrice 613. Such a hard team to deal with. Zamphira is going to live. Oh.
That's the word you were looking for.
Yep.
So
I was waiting to see if Arthelon was going to go after him, but Arthelon just...
No flash
thinking,
ability.
man, this looks like a great place to park a trailer.
And they they increased
on the
cooldown.
Ziploc. He goes over the wall. Ziploc there. Westrice is as well. Don't think they were looking for that one. Zaineking going to drop as RobertxLee is down. Bubbadub back. Captain Ziploc wants to leave. Not going to happen. That part's not over yet. We have not hit question mark. Ziploc and Westrice is over the wall. Picks nothing here forward. Bubbadub going to pay the price. And Cris going to pick up one. Westrice still in the fight. Brokenshard comes in. Grabs it. Zamphira is still there. Arthelon. It's waiting on. Waiting to see what's going to happen. It's a great game of chicken here. He's going to fight Zamphira back against the ult. In shame going to allow that kill to happen. Oh, that was great.
I was out of all the plays you could have possibly made.
Body slam flashback. Zamphira gonna knock at it.
This is too good. The mind game's going on right now.
Oh man, I don't even know how to feel about that. That was beautiful to watch. Arthelon was like, "I know what I'm gonna do,"
Just really the economy of movement. He stood there forever. Even when he flashed back to his place, he just stood there and then rolled the barrel and just continued to stand there, blowing up Zamphira.
The samurai battle there, the first one to move. You'd think they'd lose, but Arthelon had the footwork, man. That was beautiful thing. Moves fast for the guy. Dragon. Cognitive. As a team working the raids. Arthelon there. Dragon finished it. He's going to fall down there. Zaineking. Slow. Brokenshard get the attack for that story. RobertxLee shots in. Westrice for the big play. Going to pay for it with his life. That one's going to go to nothing here as well. He's now 5-1. Not positive, but still got some good gold in the bank. Brokenshard. And Cris going to play. No. There nothing here. Walks forward. It's handy. It's not. Does get away. Brokenshard's down. Do a fishbone shot.
Apparently Skype is ruining our lives once again.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a time for
you just had the best play-by-play of your entire life.
It was so good. You guys should have heard it. Oh. That's okay, though.
That's all right.
42.4 to 28.3 thousand gold, 28 kills to 10, 6 turrets to 10. TBD up in a big way.
Yeah. TBD, really, it's their game to throw, and they'd have to throw it basically from the pitcher's mound behind them all the way to be a home run.
I don't know if anybody's got the arm strength for that throw.
No, I don't think so. That's a big distance.
15,000, no, 14,500 the gold lead right now.
Yeah. They'd have to do it twice. And that's
how great team for the team fights. Arthelon, in that case, he's had a couple of ults that just didn't get things quite where they needed to go. It's left him in a bad spot, reposition in the fights, and he's basically had to stand in and wait for him. In that case, nothing here got some good positioning that last fight. But Brokenshard and Westrice prove a very formidable front line. They've got 13-1-5 on RobertxLee.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job on Lucian this game. Immediate pickup, first pick. So they wanted him on it, and ooh, broken.
Wanted to do out, not going to be able to put. That could be a 4v1. Pick up right there. Going to take it down to 14,200 gold.
And just gets booped right on the head.
Oh, yeah, right there. Cris going to walk in. Going to lock up with RobertxLee, Mega Inferno Bomb, going to tickle him all the way down to health. Bubbadub going to fall, though. Super happy Sunshine Fun Rocket's going to take him out. Arthelon picks up 2 kills right now, and that will abate the aggression there. COG clearly playing this one in the interest of getting kills. Nothing here. Ult kick. Westrice grabs his shutdown on to nothing here to make sure that that positive score does not stay around for long. Cris going to take a turret shot. Westrice on the chase, lands the Q. He doesn't have any friends in. Doesn't need it. Gonna go over that minefield. Cris getting beat up. Westrice got that damage output, man. Hard to ignore. RobertxLee gonna come in. Is it theft? Grand larceny? No, he's gonna leave it over to Westrice. Arthelon like this. He tried to do it. Pull that grand theft kitty cat.
Going after Zamphira.
Who's not gonna land, and he'll get the jump away. That was a flash there from Brokenshard.
Yeah, he timed it a little late. If he flashed ultimate, then he would have been able to close that distance earlier. Now, is Wombat the one dying?
Nope.
Like, we can't both be dead.
Yeah, no sir. Nice ult right there. They're going to get on to nothing here. Oops, good play. I get thrown on the side of the pitch gun. Going to do a little bit of work, but Westrice going to do even more. RobertxLee going to kill Ziggs mid-air style. Can he get away from Cris? He's got the shield. Bubbadub. Play saver and Ziploc though. Body slam. Get him. Brokenshard does the job, and it's almost 20k. Almost a 1,000 gold lead per minute here.
Ooh, well put. Well put. There's over a kill a minute, and this, I guess, assist per minute for Robert right now. Been doing a fantastic job all game, and ace there. TBD. Man.
Ooh, Sunshine Bomb gonna nearly get Arthelon there.
That was extremely close. Apparently, Nothing here says the ult needs to be reworked. It's not strong enough.
More beef. Could partially just be the 135. CS 783 though. Wanted to add one on. It's down for a smite contest at Farron.
Are they gonna go for it?
They're gonna send him over. Start it up.
COG will start it, I think. Nope, Brokenshard's gonna hang out with them though.
They're gonna go smite contest. See who can do it. RobertxLee gonna help with the Baron
They're
grab.
actually doing it.
The smite contest. Brokenshard gonna come over the wall. I mean, that's just fair play right there. He's doing up a few.
Against the Gragas? I don't know.
It's it. It's gonna be Lee standing crap. The smite doesn't matter. Westrice steals it away, and they go for it on TBD. Nothing here is gonna get shut down. 4 for none in the blink of an eye. Westrice wins the smite contest. Surrender comes out here on the cognitive side. No, they're down at 22,500 gold lead at the end for TBD. As COG's finished off in decisive style there. That's going to leave TBD sitting 4-1 alongside the Walking Zed. Going to be moving along with Cognitive Gaming. We'll be back.